The easiest way to install SQL Server Management Tool is to go to your Learning Suite for the course and then go to the September 7th day, and off to the right you're going to see a link that says Download and Install SQL Server Management Studio 2014. Click on that link and that will take you to the page where you can download the software. You'll want to scroll down and find the area that says Click to Register, Download and Install. Click on that and you'll be prompted to enter in an account. Once you enter in your account, and if you don't have one, there's a link on that page to go ahead and create one, then it will go ahead and log in through Microsoft Server and give you access to the file. If you scroll down, you can find SQL Server 2014 Express with tools 32-bit. Now I've got a 64-bit operating system, but I kept trying to download the 64-bit and it kept failing. And that could be, and I haven't figured out for sure, but it could be because Visual Studio Professional 2013 is 32-bit. So I changed this to SQL Server 2014 Express with tools 32-bit. Make sure you chose English, 32-bit, scroll down, and click Continue. That will then go out and start downloading the files you need to do the installation. Once your software is downloaded, click on it to actually run the installation program so that you can install SQL Server Management Studio on your system. I'm running Windows 10, so you might have to click on a couple extra buttons. You'll then specify where you want to install it, click OK, and it will begin the installation process. Now we're ready to actually install the software. So click on New SQL Server Standalone Installation, and SQL Server will begin to install its software. First thing you need to do, accept the license term. Whether or not you want to do the improvement, up to you. Click Next. It will then go through a process, checking to see if you have all the software needed to do the installation. And then you can choose what you want to install. I'm just going to install all the tools that it gives me. I'll click Next. And in my case, I need to make sure that I have the .NET Framework 3.5 required. Now, if you've already installed Visual Studio 2013 Professional, it has a later version of .NET Framework already installed on it. So you might be wondering what's going on. If you click on the back button, you will see over here what's already installed, which I actually have .NET 3.0, but for this system, you still need .NET 3.5. So what you can do is go over to Google, and you can type in download .NET Framework 3.5. Click on that link, scroll down, you want the English version, click download, and we will just go ahead and click no thanks and continue. And this will now install the .NET Framework. Once it's done, you click on that button to run the application. And we want to go ahead and download and install this feature. And we'll let Microsoft go through the process to install .NET Framework 3.5. Once you've installed that, it tells you it's done so. You can click on Close, come back to your installation window, and let's see if it found it. Now, this time it did find it. It's ready to continue on. It's going to call your named instance SQL Express. It then prompts you if you want to name the instance of SQL Server. In other words, what is the name of how we're going to get the data. We'll just go ahead and leave the default that we have and click Next. Once again, we'll leave this the way it is. Click Next. And we'll go ahead and leave Windows Authentication Mode. You should have your administrator there, your name probably. Click Next. And then it will begin to do all the installation. Once the software is installed, it shows you what tools were installed on your system. And you can click Close, and you can actually exit the Installation Center. Before you do, if you click on Resources, I'd just like to show you that you do have some help from Microsoft. There's some SQL Server books online, documentation, Developer Center. You can register the copy, some samples. Just be aware that there are some options out there for you that can help you learn the data a little bit better. Now go out and find your SQL Server Management Studio and run that. And you'll have access to the tools. First thing it does, if you notice, is it shows the server name or that instance name that we set up, the SQL Express. It'll have your information for logging in. Click Connect. And you now have access to SQL Server Management. Next thing you'll want to do is learn how to create databases, and import databases, and run all your queries. And you'll learn that in another video.